What's this game called?
It's called Apollo Justice. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Apollo Justice. Saba's back. The rumors have been proven false. She is in fact alive.
I know. I was swimming across the ocean. I thought I drowned multiple times, but I did make it in the end.
Oh boy. Grant is here as well. Thank the Lord.
Oh, let's bring Zach in.
Prove it.
It's very funny though, because it just so happens that on the day where Saba and Grant are back, Adrian is gone.
Adrian's like, I'm out of here.
Have you ever seen us in the same room?
Yes, many times. We have it on recording a lot.
Okay. All right, if you say so.
What happened? God, it was like 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. I missed a month.
I know, Saba. I know. You've been shirking your responsibilities for a month. I get it. But
I would have watched the stream if it wasn't like 12 a.m. to like 4 where I was prior, but I couldn't.
Sounds
so.
like
I mean, there are bots, but you don't have. But once again, you don't have to. It's not one. Like I don't know. I feel like I think I've made my opinions on Turnabout Serenade very vocal. But we started. What is it? Turnabout Succession. This is the finale of Apollo Justice, so I trust that they're gonna do something with it. But the over under. God, I'm trying to remember. The over-under was that it's like there was this artist who was like a recluse. He had been murdered by poisoning, and they were like 99% sure that the poisoning came from like his coffee that he was drinking. And it's like, oh, well, the only person who could have done it was his daughter. And it's like, obviously, we're defending her and whatnot. One thing leads to another, and the like big climax of the first part, I guess, of the trial was revealing that the daughter was actually the artist. Like the dad was essentially just like a broker,
taking
right?
her word.
Well, he was essentially just the face to try to protect his daughter's integrity.
Okay, yeah.
But what she actually was a master at was forgeries. She was actually exceptionally good at making forgeries. And I immediately was like, wasn't that a big thing in case 1, right? Wasn't that the thing that Phoenix was like forgeries, and then he handed us like a fake card, right? A fake playing card. So it's like, I'm assuming that this ties to that, especially since this part is called 7 years ago, trial 7 years ago.
Yeah, that makes sense, you know? We're gonna find out what happened and why Phoenix is now a bum.
Who is scratching their mic?
Yeah, sorry, that was me. I only just looked and saw that it was fucking covered in dust.
Oh.
He lost. Man, I killed? Why is killed in quotation? Ooh.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Her father?
Is that's not Zach, is it? Oh, it might be. He has a Z on his buckle.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
See, that's what you need to do, Zach. You need to put the letter...
Motherfucker, I've been putting the letter Z as many places as I possibly can. The Russian, the Russian army tried to take that away from me. I was so fucking pissed.
You should get a big ass belt buckle, bro.
I don't think that would. What the fuck? Where's the picture of the horrible judge?
You mean the horrible picture of the judge? I didn't realize how much you hated the judge.
Yeah,
to call him horrible.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Look at this guy!
Enigmar?
Enigmar.
Whoa, hey, careful there.
What the fuck?
Those are some sideburns.
Saba, tell us about your trip. You were gone for a month.
My trip, okay. So I made it across the pond to Ireland, and My God, no, forget about me. We gotta focus on this.
Oh, she is adorable.
She is adorable, and she's wearing red. Oh my God, why is she changed to blue?
Because her dad
Is
died.
it me?
Yeah.
That's a child. I'm not a child. I may
We
be short, but I'm
we
not
do
a kid.
know for sure, by the way, that this guy dies. Like that is confirmed.
No.
Don't get too attached. Don't get too attached, Grant. I know you just saw him, but don't get too attached.
I'm already attached.
No!
There we go.
I'm an adult in a child's body. Let's be real. Hey, I may be short and I may have baby hands. That doesn't mean anything.
Her first show.
What is she talking about? I can only imagine that her dad is actually kind of a scumbag and he's about to use his daughter to like lie in court or something. Like imagine if like my first show and it's Mr. Hat.
Yeah, I was about to say she pulls out Mr. Hat.
Raheem is saying hello to you, Grant.
Hello, Raheem.
At least only less than 10 swift minutes. Oh, I thought it was something weird.
Magnifique.
Magnifique.
The old boy in the... Once again, Phoenix being called old when... I mean, he's like older now, but like, dang.
He's ancient.
Well, this would have been Phoenix at the end of 3.
Yeah, he's ancient. He's like 24.
Oh my God. I think I'm considered dead then.
Whoa! Zach coded character. Zach coded character.
What kind of nose hair is that?
I'm
Wait,
gonna call this
the
Zach
victim
Moore.
in the case died after being shot in the head while in the hospital? The client?
He's
He's shady.
Oh my God, he is Shady Enigmar, and his name, and he is Zach. Oh, his state usually goes by his stage name, Zach. So you're telling me that Zach Grammy's real name is Shady Enigmar? So is his dad? Who's his dad? No, but so is that not his? Is that not his stage name?
Magnifique.
We'll get to maybe his name in the future. Maybe it's actually like something
fucking
that
love
reveals something
Shady
else.
Enigmar, dude. What the hell is that? Oh God.
Mysterious paper.
Okay, my badge. Crime scene
my
photo
God.
found in a hospital room,
Whoa.
shot in the head. What a perfect circle punched
You
into
could
his
blow
head.
through that like a
What's with that
fucking
clown?
trombone.
Yeah, the clown
To
also
the
has a bullet wound in its head. The
Well, that sounds
black,
bad.
yeah,
Sounds
and
good.
based on the impact radius, it looks like it definitely looks like it entered. That bullet hole makes no sense in his head because there's no fucking blood. He would have to be insanguinated first.
I don't think that's a bullet hole. I think that's one of those like little drills that they just like someone drilled into his head.
I don't know if the parsec quality is good enough for you guys, but this is definitely not a 3D model of a old timey pistol that we're gonna be able to flip and turn in 3D in a minute. I promise.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
Also, look, it's the torn page of his journal, which I'm pretty sure that Trucy just handed us. I'm pretty sure it's
Do you
that.
think it's just the shot that killed him? Not the bullet, but as in the actual syringe on the table?
Well,
I
yeah,
think that got
vaccines
him.
kill.
Yeah, well, no. It can't be.
Stop it
you know,
immediately
that
with the
bag.
yeah.
No. I know. I
Yeah,
just
wait
wanted
a minute.
To say, like, I want to say, like, no, the bag that happens to have a white halo around it, that doesn't mean anything, Grant. That must not be important.
Okay, I believe you.
Malignant tumor
Correct.
found in victim's liver. And also blood loss from bullet wound? What blood?
What blood? They sucked it out with the syringe. I'm telling you. They sucked out his brains. They
his
sucked out his brains. Zach.
his IV was removed. Well, it's interesting. It's- oh, wait, hold on, sorry.
Later.
Does this give a better... Okay, so it does just connect. Because in his fucking character art here, it does not connect in the slightest. It is just straight up coming out of his nose.
Don't worry about it.
Don't think about it too hard, Zach, okay?
Oh, wouldn't that be interesting if Shady Enigmar gets off on, like, gets away with murdering...
He does what?
Gets off. Imagine if he gets away with murdering Magnifi through mistrial and pins the mistrial on Phoenix, thus ruining his career.
I don't think there's such thing as a mistrial in this world.
I think you're incorrect. I think mistrials can definitely happen if you're the defense.
You know what? Fair point.
Holy shit! Look at his arms!
God damn.
Dude! Fucking jealous. If only someone could draw me like this.
Buff Zach.
Buff Zach, buff Zach. Also with gun on hip.
And big ass Z belt buckle.
Buckle belt.
But Zach can make that come true in like a heartbeat, the Z buckle belt.
Zach can make that come.
Why don't you prove it?
Dang.
Why don't you put your mouth where your cum is?
Prove it.
I put your mouth where your cum. I have too many ribs for that, Grant. I'm sorry.
Get them removed. You don't need them.
Oh, she's so cute.
She idolizes her dad.
It's gonna be fine.
It's definitely not going to be
That'll
horrible.
happen to him, I'm sure.
No, it's fine.
My client is Shady Enigmar. I wish it was Mystery Enigmar instead of Shady Enigmar, so that way you could tie into that famous Churchill quote or whatever.
So he could be the dude from Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, Mr. E.
Good.
Are we gonna have to solve this trial too? Or
So I
like-
think what's gonna happen is that we're gonna witness firsthand how Phoenix got pinned or whatever, because clearly something ruined his career 7 years ago, right?
Oh my god! What if
I think
this
we're
was a
gonna
long
I think we're gonna
time?
witness him be pinned. Then we're gonna come back to the present where we now have the person who, like, there's gonna be some piece of forged evidence in this. Actually, you know what might be the piece of forged evidence? You know the
So
thing
what
that
if this
was
a
just
long
handed
con
to
this
us.
whole time?
Oh.
I could imagine Phoenix being like, okay, in order to get this guy, I'll have to wait 7 or 8 years in order for this thing to be revealed, and then my name will be, cleared. Oh my god.
Already dresses the part of a magician to the hilt. She's 8. Was she 15? I guess she was.
She was like, yeah, she probably.
Or 13. I don't know.
Welcome back, Phoenix. Yo,
This is
question
the
mark?
Brother? This is the brother, right?
No,
Could it be?
this is still definitely Clavier.
No, it's question mark.
Well, because Phoenix doesn't know.
That's true.
I feel like in a modern context, this case would have been like not in a modern context, but like if this game had come out in the modern day, I feel like what Capcom would have done was release this case as like a demo for like, oh, the new Ace Attorney trilogy. And because like if I'm imagining that this case ends with Phoenix losing his job, dude, that would definitely get people interested. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Where are the sweaty palms, the pounding hearts? The Gaviner's concert got 10 times the thrill this gig got. You're in court!
Stop!
Okay, who are you again?
Clavier,
this is-
there you go.
Didn't he say he had a brother? Am I like tripping, or is that something else?
Saba, has your brain leaked out of your nose?
It has been a month, so
The-
yeah. But I sucked it back.
His
in
brother
recently.
was the first prosecutor that Apollo went up against. It was don't remember his name, but he was like whereas like Clavier is like cool his brother was like sophisticated, if you recall.
Was cooler.
Well, he was like sophisticated.
Yeah, he was all fancy like.
My bro's more famous in this part of town.
Bruise.
You're out of your leak, rock boy.
I know
Holy
what you're
shit.
thinking.
Went platinum overnight?
They're popular.
That must mean that they already had sales and then it crossed the million sales threshold overnight. Because the idea of them releasing a song and then overnight it gets 1 million sales.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't think too much, yeah. That's
Talkative,
realistic.
aren't you? Yes. I'm not affected by the Euro rock accent, by the way. What the fuck is with Phoenix throwing shade here?
He's kind of based for that.
But this is right after Ace Attorney 3, so I guess Phoenix just got really fed up with what's his fucking Cylon piece of shit? What's his name?
Cylon?
Yeah, guy with red visor.
Fucking Godot?
Yeah, he got sick of Godot's shit, so now he looks at this new prosecutor and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Achtung, baby. Detective Gumshoe! Yes!
Oh.
Hey, Graham, I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor.
All right.
Oh my god.
You want me to voice him?
What the fuck is wrong with his shading? Am I wrong?
It does
They
look
added a bunch.
soft.
Yeah, his face is definitely different.
Hey,
got him.
you were the one who called me up here, sir. Name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a homicide detective down at the precinct.
Detective Gumshoe. Long time. Wait, was he not in 3? He was in 3, wasn't he?
He was, but I think it's just saying like it's been a bit of time between.
Or he
3 and-
he could be saying this ironically.
Or he could.
like when Grant and I hang up a call and then 2 minutes later I'm like, hey, we need to do a file transfer so we get back on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, you.
Huh? Me?
Today's the day, pal. Today I win and you lose.
The fuck, Gumshoe?
I'll fucking kill you. I got my confidence in my testimony today, see?
What? You normally lack
Versus
confidence in your
normally?
testimony? That's not good,
Yeah.
Gumshoe! Yeah, detectives, this is my stage. All this Hey Ewing and such. Hey Ewing is my favorite basketball player.
Okay.
All right.
Good old Gumshoe.
I miss Gumshoe. That was the thing.
Oh look, you got him back.
I really feel like I don't know. I think I just kind of want to replay Ace Attorney 1 over and over. I think.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think. Was there any part of Ace Attorney 1 that like really fucking frustrated me? I guess Old Bag, but even then, not that much. She was definitely worse in 2.
I feel like there were some moments we were like, what? Why is that the logic of this? You definitely got mad, I think, at some points.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember because I remember the first time I like had to fucking walk away was 3. I do remember that. Is crime scene patients? Oh right, cancer. Forgot. My brain was like, well, why
The
was he in
cancer
the...
killed him.
Well, my brain was like, why was he in the hospital if he only got a bullet wound at the hospital? And I was like, oh yeah, the cancer.
They foresaw the bullet wound and threw him in the hospital.
Them's the facts.
That's the facts, pal.
Oh,
Whoa.
look at that shit. Look at that turtle. Look at that cat.
The cat's. Look at the elephant.
Elephant's fucking sick with it.
And you'd be lucky to get the blank stare. Okay. A malignant tumor? He has liver cancer.
Thank you,
The
Javier.
what? By the way, wasn't there a thing? Wasn't there like a big thing in Turnabout Serenade where it's like the chief of police's son, like, was dying of incuritis or some shit? What happened to that? Are we gonna ever touch upon that again?
You're going crazy. That was never a thing.
Diagnosed with a malignant tumor given 3 months. 3 months from when? Final stage, when local recovery, patient has 3 months to live, patient has chronic diabetes, requires regular insulin. Interesting. What did your note say again? At least less than 10 swift minutes remained.
Only less than 10 swift minutes remain. Well, at least he said goodbye.
I mean, yeah. Well, once again, assuming that this isn't a forgery. Like, genuinely, I need to see this book. Right? I need to do, like, handwriting comparison analysis.
Show me the Carfax.
Because it's also like, if he wrote in the book, why would he need to rip out the page if they were going to find the book anyway?
Good point. Very good point. I think the argument might be that someone took the page away, but then again, why? I mean, because the only thing that's incongruent with his statement is the 10 minutes thing, right? Like, how would he know that he only had 10 minutes left? Also, I really hate how this decal on Clavier's shirt goes over his, like, shirt pocket.
Oh. Well, we can't win them all, Zach.
That's true. Why make an effort to commit murder when the victim was about to die? I actually wonder if the actual thing that happened was that this page here said something totally different. Like, it was like his last will and testament or something. Being like, I leave everything to my good son, not Zach. You know?
Yeah, and then
he gets murdered. They rip out the page, and then they hire the forger to make a page that says something completely different.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you guys weren't here for that. Sorry, totally forgot. That was the last thing that we presented prior to going back in time to this case, like memory-wise, was we presented a sealed envelope which had Magnifi Grammari's last will and testament in it. Yeah, so sorry. That's why I brought that up. I forgot that you guys don't know that.
It's nice.
I was like, yeah, that's a little random, but okay.
It's not updated on this. I feel a little better.
Well, you were gone for a month, so there's a lot of things to catch up on. I'm sorry. There's luckily, Adrian and I just straight up did not stream last week, so. Crime scene. Has been washed and shows no sign of use. Does that mean that he just didn't get his insulin? Right?
Was it
Probably.
maybe the shot in the head was to cover up the insulin? Not getting
They
it?
injected it into his brain.
Well, it's like maybe he died and they're like, oh, what do I do? Just pulls out a Glock and then just...
He's going into a diabetic coma. Shoots him.
I mean, that is a good. I mean,
Can't be caught for medical malpractice. No, wait, that's a guy. That's a guy
Panic.
already in here.
Bang!
Wasn't
now
that-
it's only murder.
I mean, we did. I mean, we did also do a. We did also do a case this game that had to do with a doctor whose name was literally malpractice.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was saying. I was like,
Oh my
can I even
God,
say
you're
malpractice without invoking the character? It's not what you think, I swear.
Why would he have a just unused insulin thing? Because in the picture, he also. Well, no, he has an insulin kit right here, I assume. I don't know. Don't know.
They just replaced the insulin with straight glucose.
He fucking,
See, now
he fucking
that's
foams and dissolves like a slug.
that's an interesting way of committing murder.
The victim. Oh, right. I'm not clicking, by the way.
He's just a talk.
Oh, because I've set it to auto. That's my bad. I had it set to. I must have clicked F at some point by accident.
Wow.
All right.
F sack.
Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do it to him. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. Okay, that's interesting. Defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. Are they gonna explain the lack of blood at all? Like, is there
it's a hospital, right?
The age rating.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, no, they've definitely shown blood before.
They've shown blood, but like I think they were like, it might be too much to have this guy's brains splattered out the back of
Then
his skull.
don't do it. I don't know what to tell you. Like when it's a franchise that's supposed to be about finding like logical discrepancies in things, that's a big one, right?
Nah.
He was a fucking stuffed scarecrow the entire time.
Oh.
To my beloved student Zach, to you I entrust.
Oh, goodbye. We're not gonna read it.
It's not on auto. I entrust to you the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the... Oh, and this is how he knew that he only had 10 minutes left, I guess. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why.
Because otherwise I will shoot you.
Oh, what if... Oh, that's weird. So what if he did shoot him, but it was for a reason that, like, Phoenix was like, I can't let you go to jail for.
There we go.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
But then why is the fucking clown also shot?
I don't know. Practice?
Fuck you and your clown.
Well, good. Well, I want to point out that one of the most significant things from Turnabout Serenade that they just glossed over completely was the fact that another member of this troupe has the talent and capacity to just make disguises that look indistinguishable from the actual person. So now I'm like, is this just a fake person? I don't know. The game hasn't really allowed me to trust it since case 2.
I think I brought it up in the Wind Waker playthrough, but the fucking joke meme story of the get out of the house, why? You've disrespected my clown statue and I fucking hate you.
There's a weird clown statue here.
Get out of the house, why? I hate you, you disrespected my clown statue.
Why didn't he just say 11? That's a good point. Why does it have to be 11:05?
It's more interesting than just 11.
Because they have bingo at 11.
Yeah, he knew they would be busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He was
so
given a
was
4.
like-
He was given a 4. That's true. He was given an IV. The doctor would come, set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back for the empty bag. Okay. Alright, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Oh man, thank God I don't have to. Phoenix, don't with your additional shading, this looks very weird to me.
Over his eyes and mouth and nose
Yeah,
and shit.
what are you? Fucking from Shira the Princess of Power? Okay. At least now I don't have to worry about fucking zooming in on someone's face.
And as Phoenix pulls out like the fucking thing and he's like, I got this new thing for Maya. Let me try it out.
I mean, how do you know that?
How dare you? You caused me to yawn.
You never heard of Zack and Valance quick draw shoot 'em? Oh, hello. Wow, Valent looks way better as like an old man. He kind of looks like the rival character from like a C tier anime. So Hunter x Hunter.
How dare you? You shut up. Instead, they hit everything else on stage.
Wow. That would explain a lot about the police force. Just how trigger happy they are.
We better pay attention.
I think that was just the looping dialogue. Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do it. A few days where we just sent a letter ordering his own murder. I mean, how do we know that it was from him besides what it says, I guess? Defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man before. How do you know that? Get that noggin cranking.
Listen, the only thing I crank is my hog.
My
my
hog. Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone, pal. Shoot your mentor in the head, idiot.
Yeah, dumbass.
Fucking dumbass. Like, what's your fucking
Pussy.
problem? Shooting people is bad. Well, he's a cop. He doesn't know that. Okay.
I think there's a hole here.
I mean, I'm gonna say shot something else, right? Obviously.
Do you want
Maybe
the
part one was the
answer?
clown. And
I would say
then-
just confirm whether or not I'm correct.
Hold on, I've got to get to the right part. Come on, where is it? Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
saw
you know
that
the
he
other
shot the
thing in the
clown.
room with a hole in it.
Yeah.
Oh, are you stupid? This is Holy the Clown. He's well known for being riddled with bullets out of the factory. It's It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Fucking idiot.
Okay.
Objection!
Oh,
And you can prove that with this photo. I never noticed how fucking far Phoenix has to put his head down in order to nod with his old sprites. He has to like put chin fully to chest in order to nod.
God, imagine doing that each time you nodded.
I would be dizzy, I think.
I think your neck would hurt.
If he didn't shoot the victim's forehead, what did the defendant shoot? I wonder what he shot. This guy. That thing.
Incorrect. No, I'm just kidding.
He shot the IV bag.
Yes.
But that seems really weird, because this feels like it's the first case of a different game, right?
Yeah,
Like, this is, like, really
probably
straightforward, isn't it?
but they're gonna, like, you know, change up, flip the table or some shit.
Well, I feel like the turnabout of this, once again, is going to be the fact that, like, oh, forgery, and you used forgery in order to get me out of prison. Idiot. Dumbass.
Fucking loser.
You will shoot one shot square to the forehead. And he did that to a clown.
Shot the fucking clown.
I don't
Mr.
know.
President,
I don't know.
bullet.
Because, like, this clearly sounds like some sort of blackmail, right? I don't know if the rules of blackmail really allow for, like, wordplay and interpretation, you know?
I don't know.
Objection!
Bailiff, shoot the clown again.
Shoot the clown again. See if it does the same thing.
I wasn't looking. Find the clown from the second game. Shoot him in the face.
What was his name? Mo?
I don't fucking remember.
I think it was Mo the clown. Okay. I mean, once again, I do have to repeat that, like, while it is admittedly not the soundest argument in the world, you do have to, like, now present another idea. Because I did just explain how, like, this letter doesn't necessarily mean that it's my client anymore. It could just be anybody else who also knew about the letter, which is an interesting thought. By the way, neither of you motherfuckers answered my message.
What message?
a message?
Are you talking about them or us?
I'm talking about, well, Grant kinda did. Not satisfactorily. But Saba certainly
me.
didn't.
I know what you're talking about.
okay.
Oh, I have to. Yeah, I forgot to go ask because I was dying when you messaged that.
You forgot to go ask.
Well, I had to see if
The
there was
point
any
of me
plans
asking
for
people,
that
I want to make this perfectly clear. The point of me asking so far in advance is that way people can plan around the event. Not the other way around, I guess.
Well, you know, I don't know if there was
That's
something
it.
crazy.
Like, I'm not
that
being like,
happened.
hey, can we do this tomorrow? Does that work for your schedule? This is me being like, hey, this is important to me. Can you make it work with your schedule?
I'll just say yes then. I'll be like, yeah, okay. And I'll let you know if something crazy apparently has happened. But
You could, like, you know, you
Okay.
could say no sometimes.
no, I can't.
Like when your parents are randomly like, "Oh, we're going to the middle of the woods for 40 days." You can say no.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. There may be, because I was like, I think there was a reason why I was like, is there a possibility that this can't happen? I think we may be doing remodeling at my house, so I don't know what's going to happen around that time or when that is. So
Lovely.
It happens, yeah. You know.
Oh, there's a new one.
So
What if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim? How do you know that? Why is the gun not in court record yet, by the way?
They haven't given it to us.
That seems weird, because we just talked about it. Yeah. It even had a little, picture.
You know they're gonna pull something and say, well, actually, it wasn't this gun.
It was just a gun that looks exactly identical and also is this gun.
Yeah, exactly.
And also is this gun.
There was somebody who, I won't go into the whole thing or whatever, but I know that, Grant, I gave you, the rundown of a lot of, Elden Ring stuff.
Yep.
I saw a thing on Tumblr where somebody was like, wouldn't it be funny if you did, a fan Ace Attorney case where it's Moog, the, horrible, horned guy, and you're defending him from the pedophilia accusations against Mikola, and it's Mikola is two separate people, so it's double jeopardy where you have to get both of them and neither of them simultaneously. It's well, listen, Saint Trina didn't do it, and I am Saint Trina, so I'm out.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine. You can't prosecute me. It's that's not how that works.
And then you can't prosecute him again for the same crime.
Because there was one of the best episodes of Futurama was solely based on that, where the idea was that clone technology had been around for a while, but it was imperfect. So every clone had different DNA than the person it was cloned from, until Dr. Farnsworth created perfect cloning technology and created his son, and then his son got arrested for a misdemeanor, but that allowed them to pursue Farnsworth for his long history of crimes and all this other stuff. So it was this big thing for the whole episode, and then at the very end, I want to say it was the fucking giant Kentucky Fried lawyer who he had a foghorn leghorn voice, and he was a big chicken, but
nice.
He was this does legally count as double jeopardy, by the way. And it's huh? What? It's legally they're the same person. And the judge looks at his papers, looks at them, looks at his papers, looks at them. Dismissed. And he bangs the gavel at the end of the episode. You should watch Futurama, Grant.
I should. I've always heard good things. I know it's really good.
You might want to skip the most recent season as of right now, but
Is it not?
The most so the most recent season. Okay, the last two seasons prior to the most recent season were TV movies, essentially, right? Because Futurama famously keeps getting shopped around to different channels and networks and stuff, right? So in the most recent one, it was Hulu, and Hulu just wanted content, period. And so, originally, they didn't want to bring back any of the original writers. They didn't want to bring back any of the original voice actors. They were just we just want episodes. And the fans were go fuck yourself. And after a while, it was okay, fine, we'll cave. We'll hire everybody back. But then when they brought the people in, they straight up have an episode in the season about this. Straight up just telling you what happened. Where it's they all got put onto a project that was in progress. It was 70% of the way done, and it's all right, make it as good as the original. And they were okay. I want to say in the most recent season, I think it was 11 episodes, I think 2 were okay, which is very below average for Futurama.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim. Because this is the new thing, so it makes me feel I need to present something, but Also, if he shot the clown, wouldn't the entire hospital fucking immediately know? Right? Like, how would he get away?
He shot the clown.
Now, little do you know, there is a silencer on that gun.
On that clown.
On that clown.
Do you think when he shot the clown and went...
It was the clown that shot him.
So what if he shot the clown, he still shot the victim?
Can't believe the clown killed himself.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I don't really know. I don't really
it's kind
know.
of a dumb answer.
Really?
Do you want it?
Can I take a guess and you can tell me whether or not I'm correct?
Okay.
My guess would be that I would present the picture and be like, how is this a bullet wound? There's no blood and there's no exit wound.
No.
Okay. So what is it then?
Ignore this statement.
What? What the fuck is the point of adding it to the testimony then?
It comes back later. For now.
Oh, okay.
Later.
So like
Later.
so there's like a piece of info that I don't have yet.
You want to press a different statement.
Just tell me the statement.
Fourth.
You want to get pressed.
Fourth.
You want to get press, the fourth one.
I did.
Says
Oh, I
press on the fourth
didn't.
statement.
They just said. Sorry. They said in a different press that they knew that it was from this gun. God damn it. Is this going to be a thing where it's like we're going to get the gun as evidence, and then when we inspect it, it's going to say only holds one bullet? Because it's a fucking ancient ass flintlock.
Ancient ace.
Ancient
Yeah,
ace.
I do love that. I think he's become a meme now.
So there's a series on there's a new series that's been doing very well. It's very well done on Dropout called Smarty Pants, where it's essentially just, you know, the classic improv people come back and they just do like a presentation about like some jokey topic, right? There's like a whole subdivision of people on the r/dropout subreddit now, where it's like, oh, this if I was invited onto the show, this would be my presentation. And so that got my mind thinking, because it's all fun stuff, right? It's all like, can we forgive theater kids? Parentheses, no, we can't, right? Which cryptid would be the best to light up with? And it's just a picture of like Bigfoot and Mothman smoking blunts.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
gosh, there was a couple other ones. One of the people, Raph, did a presentation on, do we really need the moon? Its smug energy irritates me. Right? It's stuff like that. It's all good, right? And so I was thinking, like, some of them clearly are like a genuine interest to the person, right? So, like, for example, there was one where it was like this woman, she went on, sorry, I won't say it. She went on and she was like, how to write a professional email with white women power. And it was a presentation about how to be like really overly forceful with emails and how to be really persistent. And it was like, it was actually very interesting because it actually had a lot of really interesting like details about how to like get what you want from like essentially, you know, customer service people and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she was like, and by the way, at the very like the last slide was like, she did like 100 tests or whatever, and she was successful 85% of the time. 85 out of 100 emails that she sent got what she wanted, or email chains rather. And I was like, damn, that's like really impressive. God. So anyway, all this being said, I was thinking, what would I do? And I came up with the idea of like, I would love to do a presentation on, is it possible to find a fun conspiracy theory / mystery that does not at some point divert into anti-Semitism or racism? Because I was thinking about it, because this is like a problem I encounter quite frequently, where it's like, you know, like Agartha, fucking Lemuria, like phrenology, like astral projectionism and stuff like that. Like all these like really cool, like, ooh, that's like kind of neat. All of it, once you get to a certain threshold, you cross this line and suddenly the fucking swastikas unfurl. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. I think that would be a really interesting presentation of, like, is there anything that doesn't
Please.
devolve into this?
Oh boy.
Blast from the past.
Blast from the past.
Blast from my ass.
Blast from my ass.
I think I'm okay. I think
Coward.
Whoa. That's not, well, man, that's not intriguing. Lovely. Uncle Lover, do you, what the hell? Do you mind?
Now we got the gun. Fires one real bullet.
oh wow, who would have guessed?
Crazy how that works.
I just think it's a little weird because, like, that other statement that we were looking at, like, just like specifically brought up the guns. I'm just surprised that it wasn't relevant, I guess, at the time.
Yeah.
It's fine though. What the fucking, come on! Objection, idiot! This is all really basic. This is like fucking Ace Attorney 1, Case 1 style, like, obvious contradictions. So I'm very suspicious.
Something about to happen.
It feels like I'm being walked straight into a trap, considering that this is supposed to be Phoenix Post 3.
Ah.
But I don't believe that fucking Godot. God damn it. I don't believe that Clavier didn't know this. Right? Like, isn't this like super basic shit?
Yarg.
Yarg.
Yo ho.
But this isn't Clavier's like first trial. Like, he's done this before. Also, your hair is clipping through your glasses.
Pretty cool, right?
He must throw those off at some point or something. They're not that easy to come by, you know. Not in America. It is really nice to see Phoenix on the offensive.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Motherfucker, you're the prosecutor. Prove that he did it. And Clavier is like, they never taught me how to do that. They never taught me how to prove stuff.
I was just supposed to take advantage of the system.
No. For my decisive witness. It's me, a little girl. What? What? That was like fucking 40 minutes without the talking.
All right, we beat the game.
The hell?
And we're done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wrap up.
Yep. All right.
I hate this fucking webcam, dude. This webcam pisses me off. I mean, yeah, we've only been streaming for like an hour. And that was after like 20 minutes of waiting.
After 10 years.
After 10 years! Better that you discover the truth for yourself. Yeah, that gives me confidence.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, bro.
Do you want to go to prison?
Yes.
Oh.
My wife is in
all
there.
right. Oh, well then.
That makes sense.
Her name is Harla Quinn. It's like, wait!
Wait.
actually like Harla, Harla, and then Quinn is the last name. That's pretty good.
That's Batman, baby.
Why did it change to Zach now? That's weird.
Because you found out his true identity.
But it's not. It's his stage name. It's
Zach from the post office.
We're 2 pistols. Wait a minute. You didn't have a goatee? Oh, he did. Look at that. I was so focused on his mustache, I didn't even know that he had like the freaking.
I was so focused on the hole in his head.
Well, you know.
That makes it even more convincing that that man also fits within.
Holy
the
shit!
Zach
I'm only
code.
4 years younger than Gumshoe.
Zach core.
How's that feel?
Terrible. Well, that's not true. I guess I'm 4. No, I guess I'm 11 years younger than Gumshoe. Because this is 7 years ago, right?
I guess that's fair.
Actually, it's 7 years ago. 7 years ago. So actually, I'm 18 years younger. So it's actually fine.
Zach trying to justify it.
Well, no, because that was like the thing, right? Was that people were like, "Oh, the new Ace Attorney game is definitely going to be announced because it's been 7 years since Ace Attorney 6."
Been 70,000 years.
70,000 years.
We'll give you such a crack in the neck.
Oh man, see, I love that line. Yeah.
Be yourself, Saba.
See, now you'll never forget it.
It honestly true.
Because you didn't remember the first time I brought that up.
Very true.
I'm glad I have infected you too.
Infected.
Was Magnifique coercing his disciples somehow? Is this fucking group of traveling magicians actually secretly like a criminal cabal?
That'd be cool.
The one in my mentor. You are a fascinating man, Mr. Wright.
His fucking face.
You missed!
What the fuck?
It's your fucking problem. Maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
Oh, he's looking hardcore here.
This is me watching Saba fucking not get ready for stream an hour ahead of time. I want you to imagine this from now on.
Well, this man's name is Zach, so you know.
Correct.
Clearly.
So I'm legally allowed to evoke him.
Evoke him. I call upon him.
I call upon Zach Gramarye. Oh, he shot me in the forehead.
I have the power. Shut.
There wasn't enough time for a detailed analysis. Okay,
If he's
valid.
almost still see all your secrets as a magician, and that's why he didn't do it. Oh.
Give me 1 second.
When he's older, is that still the same? It looks brighter than it was. Am I tripping?
You think they just added the mustache onto him and that was it? And
I could see.
I don't know. I like.
Grant's
I feel like
insinuating that his outfit's a little
darker
brighter
when he's older, but I might be
kinda
wrong.
see that.
Speaking of dark, Zach has gone dark. Where is he?
where did Zach go? Oh no. I think we lost him, Grant.
He's gone forever.
There you go.
Gone.
No! Damn it.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Why did I remember Kite as having black hair?
Who?
Hunter.
What?
Oh,
No. Kite has white.
sorry, Zach. I don't watch garbage anime. No, just kidding.
I know, I
How
should.
dare you? Fight with me now, Grant.
Don't worry, Grant. She doesn't actually put up much of a fight. She usually just bitches and moans until you give up. Foxes are dogs, by the way.
That's only with you, Zach, okay? Because I know that's how to win.
Saba will fight tooth and nail.
With Grant, I'll
And
shoot
gun.
an arrow and it'll hit him.
No. Bro, this music slaps.
Fuck yeah. This is the same note? Different note? Yes, or perhaps I should say, ta-da!
Ta-da.
$11.20. Okay.
Fucking
So Valent did it then. Right?
Yesn't.
Right? It's like, hey, 15 minutes after. Like, I don't understand.
You can't keep getting away with that.
The court
It's all
accepts this into
murder.
evidence. Wish I could stop clearing my throat.
Just rip it out.
Nah. Fascinating.
Saba, you never told us about your trip.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
That
Okay.
did happen. Oh yeah, that's where I've been for the past month.
Going back to that, I guess the first part we went was for the graduation. So, and like we met all of like a bunch of my sister's friends and all that. So that was good. And then part 2, we went to England. We stayed with like my mom's friend. So that was cool. And then we went into London specifically for a few days. And that was like pretty cool. One of my other siblings almost had her phone stolen, which, you know, that's great. That's
As opposed
fantastic.
to half her phone.
Yeah, half her phone. But like the person literally grabbed it out of her hand. And then I think they looked at her phone and they were like, "Oh, this is an old phone. It's not worth anything." And they just dropped it. Which I'm like, I guess thank God they grabbed her
Did you
phone.
fucking run him down and beat the shit out of him?
No, they were on a bike, like a motorbike. So like we would not
Did
have made
you-
it.
Did you spear him? Did you rip off the nearest stop sign
I did
and
mentally speak.
javelin launch him at it?
Man, you are
kill
overestimating my abilities, but you know, I did mentally assassinate him, so
Nice.
you know, I did something. So
For political reasons.
but then the rest
yes.
of the time we were like, we're not taking our phones out of our bag. But then the rest of the time was pretty cool. Like the parks in like the European cities are really nice, and I wish we
Hell
had
yeah.
them here. we're
No,
late.
this is America.
Yeah. They're like, you want a park? Go like drive half of the state. There you go. That's your park.
Yeah.
So
It's
but
filled
then,
with like trash and shit.
oh yeah, so appealing.
It was that there was that great video that was making the rounds on the internet where a guy was talking about how like his city that he lived in was really proud of the fact that like, look, we added new walkable spaces, like you know, you should all shut the fuck up now. And the guy like did an actual video talking about what these quote unquote walkable spaces were, and it's like from his house to the park that they just installed, which was one of the places. Like technically it should be like a 10 to 15 minute walk, which isn't that bad, right? Technically it should, but then due to like fencing and like making sure that you're crossing at walking what do you call it, crosswalks instead of just jaywalking and stuff, it's like in actuality the trip was like 45 minutes instead, like added a full half hour to the whole thing. And then it's like as he's walking along, he's talking, and then he would like flip the camera and point at like all of this damage. Like they would have bullards and like guardrails and stuff that would be all twisted and mangled and like fully like in the path of the sidewalk because it's a fucking 4-lane like highway like directly next to you. And then after like, I don't even know, because he obviously skipped in the video, but after like 7 minutes of video, he gets to the park and he's like, cool, I can see the park for the first time. However, and he looks at this like chain link fence and he's like, I actually have to go to the literal opposite side of the entire park so that way I can get in through the gate. And when he got into the gate, it's exactly like what Grant talked about, where it's like the entire thing was just full of garbage.
Yep.
It's like, yay!
America! USA! USA!
Happy 6th of July, everybody.
That is true.
Anyway, so please continue.
But yeah, so we spent a little time in London, and then we went back to like my mom's friend's house, and then we spent like I think one more day before we went back to Ireland, and then we had to move my sister from like Dublin to another city that's like 3 hours away, and that last
on the
portion,
opposite side of Ireland.
Yeah, it was the last portion of the trip. I think was the most like hellish part, because it's like she didn't even know if she even had a place, and the whole time we were stressing about like making sure she had some place to live. And then we have to move everything by car, and then by the time we got over there, I was like, I think we have to delay this trip, because no way on earth is she gonna survive if we just leave her with all this stuff with this condition. And so yeah, we extended it, and we made sure she settled in more, only for like us to like, we left her like that whole place that she moved into did not have Wi-Fi, and we were like, what the frick is happening, right? There needs to be Wi-Fi here. Turns out that the landlord or whatever, because it was a newly renovated space, like new enough to the point we walked in and then like the dust of the construction was still on the floor. And like there was a good couple of stuff that wasn't working, and we were like, yo, you need to fix these things. And so they fixed it. And then the Wi-Fi, we were like, frick, this Wi-Fi needs to happen, because I was still working at the time, and I was like, I need Wi-Fi to function.
Right.
When they finally got around to bringing someone to like check for the Wi-Fi, they were like, yeah, so the house isn't even wired for Wi-Fi. Broadband.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's like, so because we had seen ports and we were like, what are these for? And like both of these double like sets of ports were for the TV only.
Oh my god.
And so I was just like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that, because I was like already like two of my direct coworkers who have like the same position as me were going on break, and I was like, I need to do work. And the only bit of relief I had was, I think one of the days, my parents went to like a rinky-dinky hotel-ish kind of scenario just to like sleep. It wasn't to like, you know, for any of the amenities, but they had a reception that was one room because they were like, they had Wi-Fi, and I was like, I need to use that Wi-Fi, and so I went into the rinky-dinky reception room and spent a good maybe 6 hours, like split up the hours in half because I went and I had dinner in between, but I spent 6 hours in there working. I went through like all of the stuff I needed to do just to have my coworkers that day also be like, hey, we need more from you. We need like 2 things done by tonight. And I was like, okay, I'll just hurl myself off a cliff after this. I said, I think I did more work than I would do in a month within a day.
Jesus.
That was how much work I did. But that saved me. And then within like the next couple of days, then I think we left, but my sister still does not have Wi-Fi in that house.
Like currently?
Yeah, like they actually, God. I think the guy said they would have to like either take a line, because they said they found a hub in the neighbor's space, and they would have to wire either all the way around the apartment house in order to connect, or they would have to drill through into one of the rooms. So
Jesus.
Nightmare. And one of my sister's roommates like works in cyber stuff, so computer stuff, and
so definitely needs the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they were like, I lost a lot of money while this stuff was happening.
Jesus Christ.
It's definitely not ideal. Like the location of the place is so good.
I mean, yeah.
But I guess the universe's way of being like, we need you to get off your high horse was to be like, you get no Wi-Fi.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we left. But we also, I left my cat, me and my sister's cat with her, so I'm catless right now.
No.
And
fuck. Why?
So
No,
that was it. That's the trip in a nutshell. Yeah.
I mean, sounds eventful. I hope you had time to relax and see the sights and stuff.
Oh, okay. I guess I should also mention, most of us got sick at one point.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I got bruised also so much more than I normally would have. Like, at a certain point, like, my entire arm was bruised because my father accidentally, you know, in the cars, right, to swing the back of the seats forward in order to get more space in the back, right? Yeah. He acts like I had put my arm, he wasn't paying attention, I put my arm underneath there to check for something, and he just disengaged the chair.
That arm.
Yeah, and it like was directly on my arm, and so I had to jump. I had a rainbow bruise because I was like, it was like yellow, red, purple, I think green at some points. I was like, I'm rocking that, I guess. But that's mainly gone now. Thank goodness. That was horrible. So, but you know, semi-relaxed.
Semi-relaxed.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people could say they spent a month, you know, abroad, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is, yeah. I could say that, at least.
I've never been to Ireland, but my brother has, and he's always talked about how cool it is.
Yeah, it's for sure pretty nice. I think I've seen literally everything now, because in the last little bit, when we delayed the trip, we went around the Ring of Kerry. So that was cool.
I don't know what that is.
The Ring of Kerry is like it's like a road that goes like almost all the way around the bottom left side of Ireland, and there's a lot of spots you can hit to like see. So we went to some really cool, interesting places. Like the roads get so narrow there, Grant, that it's it can only fit one car. So if you come across anyone else, you have to stop and reverse.
Jesus.
So that was exciting to do. But yeah. So that so I think I've almost seen like I've seen north, south, west, and I think even east at this point. So I think I've seen everything of that country.
The Emerald Isle.
You know, I can check that off my list of like thoroughly explored at least one country in my life.
I mean, fair enough.
Okay, what's been happening, Zach? As I've been explaining.
I think either this is what it's like doing a case naturally in like quote unquote modern Ace Attorney, or like there's something tricky going on with this testimony. Because like this statement number 4, I thought I was going down I would press it, and this guy is clearly lying, right? Like I show him the gun, and I'm like, "Is this the gun that you fired?" And he's like, "Yes, that is the gun I fired." I look at the thing in my thing, and it's like, "Oh, it matches the bullet in the victim." And I'm like, "Cool, then you shot him." And the game's like, "No, you're wrong."
Patrick, is this your wallet?
Right? And so I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do then, I guess, because it's like, you know, he straight up said, like, is this the gun? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, cool, you shot him. And the game's like, no. And so I'm like, I don't know what to do, I guess. I don't know. Grant, just fucking put me on my misery.
You want the answer?
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be a bloodless shot to the head.
Finally.
I think trial...
Because this 4th statement appears as if I can cycle it between like 5 different statements if I want.
Have you pressed on the 4th statement?
I just described that I did 3 times, yes.
And it's you should get a question.
I should ask about something else.
Do you have the IV report?
No.
How is the doctor able to determine? Claudio says because of the IV, the force from the gunshot would probably remove the needle from the patient. So if the IV was removed, it would leave a record. That is how the doctor.
And that's supposed to be the 4th statement?
Press on the 4th statement.
Are you sure you're on the right part of the trial?
I might not be.
I'm about to say, because every time I press on the 4th statement, he just talks about how, like, it was set up for him and he shot the clown.
You die. Wow. Oh, that was impressive.
Press on the 5th statement? Oh, wait.
The bullet in the pistol,
Hold on, give me a sec.
So, by the way, the situation was that Valent and Zach both have a gun, like identical guns, essentially, that they use for like their magic act, the shoot 'em up act or whatever. And so when when Zach showed up first at 11:05, there were 2 guns. He claims that he took one of them, shot the clown, and then pocketed it, put it into his holster, and then left. And now Valent says he walked in afterwards, still smelled gunpowder, took the only gun that he could see, and then shot the clown. They're both claiming that they shot the clown instead of Magnifi, but then Valent says that he put the gun back down and called the police.
We have the 2nd letter.
Yes.
One's testimony. Okay. Then ask about the number of pistols.
Okay, I already did this.
I was a bit too far down. There were 2 pistols, blah, blah, blah. When given the choice, say that statement is quite important.
Yes, I did that.
Okay, then you have the next thing. Okay. You got the newest statement, which is only 1 pistol was in the hospital room that night. With it, I shot the clown. I shot the sheriff.
Yes.
Correct?
yeah.
Present the stage pistol on this statement.
So I was supposed to present to this one? Okay. So I want to clarify, by the way, this is what I was talking about, where like while Sabo was talking about Ireland, if you press this again, it goes through a different line of dialogue and then asks, should I ask about something else? And you can ask about the bullet, and you can ask about the location of the pistol. So it's like three statements that you can cycle between, which I don't think has ever happened before.
Interesting.
So, okay. There was one pistol, which this one says that it matches the one in the victim. But I don't understand, because this is saying the exact same piece of information as the bullet did. Because he said, like, yeah, there was a pistol with a bullet loaded in it. All I had to do was pull the trigger. And I'm like, cool. Then you did it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, this feels weird because, like, you guys definitely should have done, like, you should have identified the rifling on the bullet by now, right?
This was 7 years ago. They didn't have that technology.
They did. This was Ace Attorney 3, where remember when Gumshoe was like, "We're gonna get those fingerprints double time,"
and then they didn't.
No, then they did. They saved the day.
And then they realized they didn't have the technology, and then they just stopped.
Yep.
Regressed like the Dark Ages.
True.
Oh wow. The statement that I said that the game said it was wrong.
No, you got a little too ahead of yourself there, Zach.
Yeah.
I literally didn't. I just presented it. I just presented this exact argument on the bullet instead of the number of guns, which is the same fucking thing. The only one of those three statements that I feel like this wouldn't work for was the location of the guns.
I was like, this game is like a mathematical proof. You have to explain it in a very specific way.
Yeah.
But each step of a mathematical proof needs to make progress. You don't add steps to a mathematical proof that just tread water.
Maybe your mathematical proofs don't. Mine, on the other hand, I present to you the bullshit proof.
Of aimless nonsense.
Yeah.
My proofs,
I just threw numbers in there.
My proofs have cyclical, like, bullshit in them.
At one point, you get caught in an infinite OR loop.
No.
By the way, Grant, how have you been liking Oberdin?
Oberdin? More like Oberdum. Got him. No, I'm having a good time with it. As I mentioned to Zach, like the week we took off, I was like thinking about it of like, because I was trying to remember everything that fucking happened, because there's just a lot to keep track of.
Yeah. How does it like? I mean, obviously we're not done, but like, how does it rate for you in comparison to Outer Wilds? Because I feel like Zach, like we group Outer Wilds mentally together with Oberdin as like really good things to show people, and it's also like the once you know it, you kind of like
they're both games that you can never play twice, and they're both games that are defined as being thinky. You know what I mean? They're like neither of them are really like, if you have somebody who like really likes Mario, and only Mario, they're not really gonna get a great time out of Oberdin. It has to be like, I feel like Oberdin has the stronger story of the two, whereas Outer Wilds is a lot more like philosophical, I guess, in its own way. But I would I definitely qualify both of them as being like easily top 5 like indie games of all time.
I think I mentioned, I don't know if I said it on stream or if we were just hanging out, Zach, but like the thing I like about Oberdin over Outer Wilds was like Jesse and I had a bit of a misunderstanding with what Outer Wilds was. Because we thought it
was a video game.
we foolishly thought this video game was a video game, but that like it drops you off and it's like, hey, here are all these planets. bye. And so Jesse and I thinking a video game like, okay, so we got to go to all these planets and we'll get something there, not knowing the getting of something was the knowledge of what happened at the planet.
Correct.
Whereas
like one of the like, you know how like at the very beginning of Breath of the Wild it like gives you the objective of defeat Ganon, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a huge driving force, because it's like, okay, well, I gotta work towards that, right? Whether it be like somebody naturally trying to go to Hyrule Castle and getting their ass whooped, or like just exploring the world knowing that they're gonna have to come back, that's one thing. But in Outer Wilds, it's like your actual objective is to discover the Eye of the Universe, but they don't fucking tell you that. You have to figure that out.
You have to figure out that's what you want. Whereas Oberdin is just like, hey, how'd these people die? Figure it out. Here's 60 people. How did they die?
Oh, it was way more straightforward.
I think, maybe. I think it was just
the idea. It gives you an assignment, right? It hands you a document and is like, hey, fill this out correctly. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to do it anytime soon, but I almost wonder how Grant would do with Golden Idol.
Oh,
because Golden Idol has that thing where like it presents you, like it's very Obra Dinn, where it like presents you with the scene and then it asks you like straight up. It's like, imagine I show you like a 5-minute clip of a movie, Grant, and then after I pause and I pull out a clipboard and I'm like, okay, what was this person's name? Right? It's like I almost want to do like a bit where it's like, all right, Grant, we're forcing you to go back to school.
Oh no.
Now that being said, it's not actually like, it's not like, I don't know. The Golden Idol, especially the DLC, has some like really cool shit in it, and obviously Saba and I are huge fans. But like, I do wonder what Grant's response would be to like some of the early puzzles, or not puzzles, I guess scenes, because it's not really puzzles in the same way. Like, it's not like fitting jigsaw pieces together, but it is about paying attention.
Yeah, well, Grant has proven he can puzzle. So
I mean, once again, I'll reiterate, I was so impressed that Grant naturally discovered the thing with the hammocks.
Thank you.
That's huge info.
I thought that was too easy, and I was like, that can't be it.
because you noticed it. Oh my god, it's Adrian.
Oh my god, he made it.
He made it.
I'm sore all over from moving shit.
Fair enough. Feel free to just chill out if you want. Adrian, we are in Parsec.
I know. I had to log in, and Parsec got really pissy at me because I'm using a VPN. It's like, oh, verify your location, please.
And you're like, okay, I'm in Timbuktu. Fuck you.
I looked at Parsec, and I'm like, what do you mean? I did it in a Zach voice. I was like, what do you mean, verify my location?
What do you mean?
Honestly, that was so good, Adrian.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I was lying to Zach. I was like, what do you mean, verify my location? And then I threw my hands in the air and complained, it doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That was so good. Holy shit.
I was looking at Parsec like Zach was looking at this game.
With the fucking giant anime, like, vein. You know, the one where it's just, like, the 4, like, semicircle red lines. God, statements. At the appointed time, which was to say 11:20, after discovering the body, I fulfilled my obligation, then called the doctor. The doctor examined the body before the police arrived.
Well,
he was quite clear about the time of death.
I feel like now that Grant has proven himself to puzzle, we could, if you ever want to join our puzzle games,
no, I don't know.
Grant, you're more than welcome to.
I puzzle against my will.
I'm about to say, once again, this was essentially a cultural exchange. I need you to remember this. I did want to play No Straight Roads, but it wasn't anywhere near like the top of my list, as was Obra Dinn not the top of Grant's list. So like we took the opportunity of your absence to do a forced cultural exchange, and I feel like we were both enriched by it. Like when Rise of the Golden Idol comes out, Grant is going to fucking vanish. he's gonna be like that meme gif where he just like peace and disappears.
Peace.
We would have missed having Grant. May he rest in peace when that time comes.
True.
If he says that if he's so insistent that it was 10-10, then wouldn't this say 10-10?
From No Straight Roads.
10-10, correct? 11-10. Grant, just tell me.
Just tell me. Just get me out of here.
I want to move on to Pokemon Coliseum. I've been thinking more and more about Pokemon Coliseum.
Doctor, examine the body. Time is the subject here, so pressing wrong will get you a penalty. For newcomers, press on the fourth statement. How was the doctor able to determine the time of death?
That is fair. Well, you see, when he shot him, he also ricocheted the bullet off of. He also ricocheted it off of his watch.
You see, it's a gun that when you shoot it, it tells you the time.
It's also a statue of the thinker, you see.
Yeah.
Hey, Adrian, can you talk?
Why? If there's audio weirdness, because
No, it's not your. No. I put on your reactive image, but it's just not. It's not working. It's not doing.
Oh, hang on. Let me fix that.
Perfect.
What the fuck? I don't want to see a video from some random white guy. What is your problem?
Okay, turn off your own stream then.
I'm not random.
Hobo token.
Zach. That's why they put. That's why. You know what, Zach? You put the Zach in exactly. I don't have told you that.
Yes. Am I insane? How do I?
Just a little bit.
You must be using the Discord desktop app for reactive definition. Yes, I know that. I feel crazy. How come I can't edit anybody else's reactive image?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's
know.
clearly how I set this stuff up, obviously. Because they definitely don't have a fucking big ass water bottle cracking in half as a default avatar. So I don't know.
Sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty confident.
Okay.
Sure, Zach. Whatever you say.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever. I want to make progress, so we're just gonna. Adrian's just the little Wario Land shaking guy, just constantly going.
Scream.
Is a simple matter of subtraction.
What's 1 minus 1, Zach?
3. Oh, it's how much of the IV was missing at the time. Okay, I mean, fair, I guess. Oh, and this is the thing that Grant was talking about earlier. That's true.
No. I definitely didn't read ahead and read the wrong part.
Dude, I know what an IV is.
It's Zach again. It's pronounced 4.
It is a 4. That's true. You know something I just thought of that annoys me? How come Vi from League of Legends doesn't have a 6-hit combo? She only has a 3-hit combo.
because 6 is too many.
But
That's the devil's number,
But that
Zach.
should be her thing. I feel like her thing should be the number 6.
Should it?
Yeah, why not?
Are you sure about
Because originally that was like the idea was like, oh, the Vi means like 6, but then Arcane came out, and it doesn't really matter.
That is true. That is true. They kind of retconned that away. Well, because Jinx had X, right? And that was like 10.
But then it's like,
Actually,
nah.
I don't know. Can you Google that real quick? Can you see if Jinx's official art still has the X tattoo on her face?
I don't think she does.
Because she definitely did on release.
I looked up Jinx tattoos, and it's people with tattoos of Jinx, and that's not what I wanted.
Behold the power of arithmetic!
She does not.
Interesting. What are like springs on eternal? Reading IV liquid. Okay, well, let's inspect this then. Okay. I don't present on this, right? I would just press, I guess.
Is that a question that you want answered?
Well, I mean, you kind of said it earlier, but I don't understand the logic, I guess. Because, like, it's just out. Like, I understand the idea of his heart not pumping anymore, so it wouldn't draw the IV liquid out of the bag. But
now,
that doesn't.
where's
But
the
it wouldn't.
puncture mark? Okay, why are you sure even David stuck it in him? Huh?
It's a good question. Actually.
It's in his head. It's right there.
Yeah,
Saba.
it's true.
Yeah.
God, that's a ridiculous gauge, man. I don't know. Present the IV report on this, you think?
Do you want?
Just tell me.
Clavier says blah blah blah. IV. This is how the IV report will be added to the court record when Valent entered the room. 10 minutes had passed. When given the chance, say this statement is very important. The water. Do you have the water of life? Yes. Okay. Press on the statement. Valent, notice the discard needle as you want. Okay.
So it is press.
Press.
The stench of gunpowder assailed me.
That's stanky gunpowder.
Stanky gunpowder.
I go, ooh, it smells.
Indubitably. Magical Grand Prix? What? And our trophy, a bust. We got implants.
Most people get, group tattoos. We got group implants.
Hell yeah. He got left, I got right.
Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, there's a contradiction?
There's a contradiction.
Your lucky colors betrayed you.
They betrayed you, Batman.
Do I know the evidence? Okay, so...
What is it, Zach?
Was Zach paying attention in the slightest? Not really.
Was Zach playing the game or just clicking his mouse and pressing buttons? I don't know.
I was hoping for a better face. Lucky for you. And up in there. Suspect. So. Thanks to my lucky color. Your lucky color, indeed. I mean, I read this. Oh, I think it was hued especially for me, Valen. But it's not. It's fucking green. That can't be it. Is it?
Present the crime photo.
Once again, this feels like fucking baby's first, like contradiction, right? My lucky color is yellow, just like that IV. Is that IV yellow? No! What color is it? Green! Oh, that's right. I'll go to jail now. Thank you, President Rutherford B. Hayes. Famously colorblind president who had no other distinctive notion
his
about him.
beard.
Everybody had a beard like that back then.
Just like you.
What in this photo contradicts the witness's testimony? Were you paying attention? Kind of takes the mystery out of it, but yes.
Do you have a problem with
well,
yellow?
you see, Your Honor, the victim was not getting an IV drip of piss. He was getting an IV drip of phloem.
Oh.
Ugh.
Or flubber.
Delicious.
Phloem. Flubber. God damn it. The fuck is phloem? You know?
Phloem's the shit that like they would sell on TV where it was like foam clay, kinda.
Oh, I think I do remember
that
this.
shit?
I think I do, yeah.
Yeah, Phloem is definitely a solid, though.
Phloem, yeah, it's something. It's an affront to nature.
Did you
Oh
just,
my god!
what the hell?
Wow.
I love that. That's so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
Right. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, I got excited.
Objection! You made fun of me. The greener they are, the harder they fall. So he is new. So now Phoenix is like the fucking antagonist.
Asshole. Oh, Phoenix, how could you do this?
I feel like it might be a cultural thing, but I've seen the concept of like rookie crushers in like a couple of different Japanese media at this point.
I mean, Hunter as well.
I've never even seen Hunter, but apparently rookie crushing is a concept in Japan that is pretty prevalent because they keep using it.
Fuck them up.
The hell? Oh, well, hello. Thank you for the follow, whoever the hell that was. I didn't see the name, but hello. Thank you for the follow.
Objection.
I see your true colors now, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright.
Apollo Justice Trilogy.
He says the full name. Ace Attorney for Apollo Justice Phoenix Wright.
Starring Phoenix Wright of the Phoenix Wright Trilogy.
Phoenix stupid.
Fun, man.
Wait, are you really gonna say that the bag is blue, so the yellow plus the blue makes green liquid?
Babies first.
I assure
back
you
to
the liquid
kindergarten,
itself is
everyone.
quite yellow, but how would he know that?
Obviously.
Chad, how does he know?
Chad, how does he know?
Chad, how does he know? But how the fuck would Valent know that it's yellow?
Because he pissed in it.
Objection!
Your Honor, the witness was administering an IV drip of 100% sugar lemonade.
Oh no.
Dude,
And
I'm
as
just
we all
realizing-
know, the victim
Okay.
was a diabetic, so he had to be killed.
I'm just realizing that how unsatisfying that sounded to me because it's using the new voice actors instead of the old one. Because like the whole point, I feel like 80% of the reason they have this flashback scene is so that you can hear the old objection again.
You can like reminisce.
Yeah, but they're using the new one from the 3DS games.
Cringe.
I wonder if
Yeah,
it's
so
a right.
that's
I wonder if
not
it's a right
Phoenix.
thing.
Phoenix, right?
It's true.
It's crazy how some random office worker did a better job than professional voice actors.
Is it a better job, or do you just like have nostalgia for it because it's what you heard first?
I do think it's a better job. I think that Sam Riegel sounds too like high pitched and youthful to be Phoenix.
I mean, that's fair. What if I dubbed over it then, since I am in fact the voice of Phoenix Wright?
I think if you did, instead of him saying objection, you'd be like, "What do you mean?
What do you mean? No, straight up, I would dub it as, "What are you talking about?"
The fuck?
Yeah.
What are you,
What?
stupid? I got you now, you fucking moron.
Got you now, you stupid moron, bitch.
God.
That's from the video. That's from the video. Yeah. God, I miss Pursuit.
Oh man, this is a really. Did you guys watch that video I posted where it's like Breaking Bad, but Hank keeps guessing the wrong names?
Yes, you posted that.
What? Well, I don't know if you watch everything that I post. I think it's one of the best videos I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it was fine. I
just
feel like I
keeps
got the joke after like the first 15 seconds, and the video was like 8 minutes long, but it was good.
It's about the commitment.
Did you at least like see the preview for video for the rest of the video? Like, did you mouse over the rest of the timeline?
No, was I supposed to?
It develops, Zach. There's layers.
Well, how was I supposed
Can't
to know
believe
that? It was fucking like 40-something seconds into the thing, and it was the exact same joke over and
so
over.
now you don't have the attention span to watch long form content, Zach.
It's not the fucking attention span. There's a difference between watching a 4-hour video essay. I know it's gonna go somewhere. When it's a video that you post, I have no way of knowing whether or not it's just gonna end up with Walter White fucking shitting on the floor. How am I supposed to know?
It should. That'd be
Well,
sick.
Zach,
Watching the
well,
video.
clearly Grant can attest. It's a fantastic video that goes somewhere.
I'm gonna not watch it just to spite you. How about that?
It's a obvious classic Zach action of just being a spiteful bastard who doesn't like anything.
You stupid little moron bitch.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka?
Walter's wife.
I like the Breaking Bad, but Hank finds out way too late. Spoilers. He gets shot and he's just like, Walt.
Oh, you look a little sus right now. The same guy who did the keeps guessing the wrong names one did one where like Breaking Bad, but no one's careful. And there's also one that I really like where it's like Gus versus literally everyone. Where it's like he just edits literally all the people in Breaking Bad that use guns into the one scene where they're firing at Gus. And then it escalates where they start adding other people from other movies and series that have guns. Like, well,
All right, that's pretty
the
good.
Terminator's car wheels in, he shoots an RPG, it bounces off of Gus, and then he just drives away.
The fucking MK9 from RoboCop, just like.
Yeah, it's really good.
I still fucking love the Lyle Sigma grind set.
The glow up where it's like before
glow up,
net
yeah.
worth $0 after $12 more billion kill count.
8 quadrillion. Yeah.
Oh man, it's really good. Breaking Bad has some really good memes.
True.
I mean, the only bummer thing is we know how this will end.
Correct.
And it's not going to be good for Phoenix, so that's annoying.
What do you mean? Phoenix wins this case, right?
It's definitely not the case that fucking ruined him 7 years ago.
Oh,
It ruined him because he won the case so hard. They were like,
he was trying to chase that dragon. He would never reach that high again.
yeah, everyone was like, Phoenix, you're not allowed to pretend anymore. It's not fair.
Am I wrong? Is it not this? Is it not this small syringe?
Are they asked?
They're
what
asking.
values the color of this bag.
Yeah, so the assumption being made right now, or the thing that Phoenix is trying to argue, is that Valent added more liquid to the bag, so that way it would appear as if the murder was committed earlier than it actually was, which I think is a cool idea. Now they're asking, okay, well, how did he do that then without destroying the bag? To which my argument is the small syringe. But it says that it was unused,
yes.
so I don't know what the fuck that's about. But
Yeah. Syringe.
great. I'm glad that I can still listen to everybody talk while still doing Baby's first cross-examination. Actually, I guess it's the second one, because we already did one for Gumshoe.
True.
Oh, have you guys seen the Today's Mission guy?
Today's mission.
There's this really good channel I found recently called Freakbait, where he just does like YouTube shorts of it's like these slightly surreal, like monochrome color silhouettes, 3D models and animations, but every day it's like Today's Mission, and it's just basically playing pranks that ranged from slightly mischievous to straight up evil on people, and then
I like the
frames it as
second one.
every day you get a mission where you have to do something to someone.
Oh. So what are some of them?
So it's like the beginning of each episode of Totally Spies, where like the handler is like, today's mission is to throw a baby off the Empire State Building or something.
Kind of like that, yeah. This is a here. This one. This is just a random one I found.
Today's mission. Attempt to purchase alcohol while wearing overalls, a propeller hat, and holding a comically large lollipop.
Okay. I mean,
Yes,
that's kind of a fun idea, actually.
There's like hundreds of these though, and I think some of them are gold.
On it, boss.
Attempt to purchase alcohol while wearing overalls, a rainbow propeller hat, and holding a giant lollipop. I don't even know if you can buy giant lollipops anymore. That's probably the most difficult part of it.
Probably at like Cracker Barrel or something.
I don't know, man. I'm here to tell you, as a white guy, they don't really have that stuff anymore.
No, it can't be. They massacred Cracker Barrel.
Today's mission: edge yourself.
Today's mission. During conversation, slowly edge yourself closer to someone until they catch on.
Smooch. Little smooch. Today's mission. I feel like somebody would notice that almost instantly, though. At least I
Not if
would.
you're- I feel like you have to do it like over a long period of time.
What is Wait, we don't get Phoenix's age? What?
He can't even drink yet.
You're telling
Oh
me
my god.
this? What kind of JoJo's Part 3 ass bullshit is this?
I was gonna
This
say
is
that's
17?
that's clearly a 16-year-old boy, Zach.
That's
Obviously.
And wait, and he's a fucking prosecutor?
Clearly not. He's clearly not, but for some reason.
No, that's super him.
Oh my god.
God damn, could you
yeah,
imagine looking like this at 17? Holy
He's that guy,
Christ.
pal.
It's like, you look up pictures of most 17-year-olds in the modern day, and they still look like children. I love those.
True.
I love those pictures, by the way, because I actually kind of hope that it catches on and becomes like a subreddit for a while of people posting like, this is what I look like at 25 versus what my parents looked like at 25, and the parents look fucking ancient, whereas like their kid might as well be like a blushing baby, just compared to like how different people look. And arguably, I would argue it's because of like, you know, no more public smoking and everything isn't full of poison 24/7, or at least like
We should bring it
arsenic and
back.
lead. I don't know if we should bring it back, Grant, although I won't lie. You ever see that thing of, you know, that famous, like, I want to say it's like Muhammad Ali photograph where he's like standing over his opponent and it has like the great lighting and stuff? Fucking,
Yeah.
I totally didn't realize it, but somebody pointed out that, like, yeah, you realize that the reason why that photo has such great lighting was because everybody in that fucking room was smoking at the same time, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, man, that place smelled like ass.
By the way,
he used to
just real
smoke on
quickly
planes.
aside, I was considering doing this to Zach, which like at one point.
Mid conversation, stop talking, look directly in their eyes, and say,
Today's mission. Mid-conversation, stop talking, look directly in their eyes and say, please wake up.
Oh my god.
Conversation.
"Fuck."
I saw that. I was like, that'd be cool if I did it on stream.
I really like these because these are like tiny bite-sized pranks, but hypothetically, since you're doing this on like, you know, such a digestible, like TikTok-y sort of medium, you could disperse this to like thousands of people.
Today's
It's
mission.
really good. Today's mission, mid-conversation, stop talking. Look the way I say, please wake up, and a continued conversation like nothing happened.
Today's mission, go to your local bus stop and simply lay down. Stay there until someone asks you what's wrong, and then roll into the street. That one takes a long. That could take a long time. I don't know about that.
Here's one where here's one that exemplifies how I really like the details he adds in the backgrounds and props of these.
Today's mission. When ordering at a place that asks for your name, use the name from the cashier's name tag, no matter what it is.
That's a power move.
These are pretty good, actually.
And then I want you to look at the menu and the items you can get
Today's
there.
mission.
I like the prices.
Coffee plain, coffee bulges, espresso diarrhea, cappuccino rich, latte just milk, latte bulges again, macchiato dirt, macchiato bulges, latte with bulges is free.
Yeah.
Just
You good there?
no, it's just the fucking economic insolvency of that and just getting to me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there was that. I remember there was like it was only for a very brief period of time, but I remember years and years ago. This would have been before I moved to California. There was stuff on the news like constantly about like the most valuable liquid in the world, and it was like, you know, they would start being like, you might think it's liquid gold, and some of you might even think it's printer ink. Actually, it's insemination fluid from, and then it was like a name of some like prize-winning stud bull or something like that. And so I'm just imagining here, it's like somebody bought a vial of that stuff for like $50,000 for an ounce or whatever, and then it's just been like dolloping it into people's lattes for free.
Oh my god.
It's like the fucking supercharged lemonade from Panera or whatever. The charged lemonade.
The what?
You know the charged lemonade?
Oh yeah, the one that had like dangerous amounts of caffeine.
I absolutely talked about this. Yeah, it was the long and the short of it. Panera, the fucking cesspool that it is, they have so their lemonades already have wild amounts of sugar in them, like something insane, like 6 times your daily recommended dose of sugar, just in like a small, right? Well, they had an offer being like, oh, you can get your lemonade charged and supercharged. And the idea was that they had like little caffeine shots that they would put and then like mix into your thing. And admittedly, all of the people who died from the charged lemonade had pre-existing heart conditions. But the difference is that their pre-existing heart conditions, like when you're told like, hey, it's lemonade with a little shot of caffeine, like that's what you assume. You don't assume that it has more caffeine in it than a fucking gallon of espresso in a small. Like I don't remember the exact numbers because it was so long ago, but it was like it was like straight up like if you drank an entire large charged lemonade, not even the supercharged, which had double the amount of caffeine. If you drank an entire large charged lemonade, it was like you need to go to the hospital and get your stomach pumped.
It was like by volume, it was like 99% caffeine, 1% lemonade.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And I think people started just taking, I don't know, it almost got trendy to go and like get some and like drink entire cup full of it, and it was just
you know, they talk about how like, oh, if you gave a middle person a hot Cheeto, it would kill them. That would actually kill them.
Yes.
Yeah, this you would, yeah.
Also, this is a longer short. It's a whole minute, but he also does non today's mission videos. I really like this one.
I don't want to watch
Shit
this.
Clock.
I don't want to watch this.
This is something I would tell Zach, and then he'd get upset that I was still on it for so long.
The year is 10 years
The
from now.
shit clock.
Augmented reality glasses have grown ubiquitous. A popular new app
What's with the
displays a
fucking
timer
clicking?
above everyone's head, counting the seconds since the last time they shit their pants. Overnight, social hierarchies are upturned. Respect is earned and lost based on this number. It replaces credit scores, job interviews, dating rituals, friendships, relationships.
Dating rituals.
Dependent on these floating shit clocks. Some people constantly reset their timer as an act of rebellion. Others find loophole in adult diapers. Bank accounts don't matter anymore. Fast food empires.
I don't understand. Is the idea behind the shit clock that having a lower number is better? Or is having a higher number better?
Higher. Because the last time you shit your pants.
So you want to go as long as possible without shitting your pants?
Yes.
Then why was there a part of that video where somebody just fucking decided to shit their pants on purpose?
Because they were saying rebels.
Yeah, it's an act of societal rebellion.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And then
You might be surprised to hear that I think that this is a really shitty idea.
What?
I can't believe it. Oh, well, you know what? You're not getting any equity in my shit clock idea then, Zach.
Thanks. I appreciate you not fucking indicting me with that.
When I invent the shit clock in reality, I'm gonna say, and Zach actively hindered me by saying it was a bad idea.
It's messed up, man.
I did like the part at the very beginning though, where it's just like people walking down the street, and then you see somebody whose counter is actively
You watch
ticking up
his
from
counter
1, 2,
reset in
3.
real time.
It's like, wait, hold on.
Hold up.
That would be kind of sad though, actually, in that reality of like, imagine you go like fucking 30 something years with, you know, without shitting your pants. So your number is like super high and you get like a lot of clout for that. And then like, you know, you're just you're on a business trip, you have some incontinence, and so you shit yourself a little bit, but it still counts, and it's like 30-something years of progress are out the window.
Yeah. I do think that to make this shit clock thing really, really sad, I do think that all of us probably at least like have 50 times the number that either of the presidential candidates do. I do think that's the case.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Because famously, like Joe Biden, or not Joe, because famously Donald Trump, like there are aides that attest that he does shit himself regularly.
I would say there were definitely aides that reported that he does actively smell like shit when in private. That is true.
And then Joe Biden.
Now I have a little bit of a counterance, I guess, and then I desperately want to move off of this topic. But if the idea is that the counter resets when you shit your pants, would you be willing to go through the societal ramifications of, if you know you're about to shit your pants, just dropping trow and shitting on the side of the street instead? Because that doesn't
get arrested for public indecency.
Not if you run into an alley real quick.
Well, and sometimes you're not always an alley, so I don't know, maybe.
I'm just here to say, like, it does kind of, it narrows the window in which you are forced to shit your pants, I guess.
This is the permanent record that everyone tells kids to worry about when they're young.
Shitting your pants.
They're gonna shit your pants.
And everyone will know.
Everyone knows. Now all of China knows you shit your pants.
Oh! Great. Well, everybody, here's the moment. Here's the moment where the game forces us to present this very obviously, like, fake piece of evidence. Lovely.
Yay.
You present forged evidence, and we're gonna force you to feel bad despite you having literally no choice in the matter.
You fucked up. You specifically.
I know I've talked about this before, but, like, I don't consider, like, walking sims to be video games. They're experiences that you play in game form, but they are not video games, right? Because you're not actually, like, you're experiencing something, but you're not, like, making choices or whatever. Visual novels, I think, are almost there. You know, like, because a visual novel is specifically called a visual novel because it's essentially just a book. You know, I like Phoenix, or the Ace Attorney series are visual novels, obviously, right? But the part that I think makes them video games is the fact that they do give you the opportunity to present things wrong, right? Like you can fail, whereas, like, in your typical visual novel, you're just picking, like, which path narratively you want to go down. But after playing, like, a bunch of the games from, like, the Steam Next Fest and stuff that I talked about, where it's, like, you know, people who are clearly inspired by Ace Attorney, and it's like, man, what it would be like to play an Ace Attorney game that actually allowed you to, like, play a video game.
Now, Zach, I have a question. Do you consider choose your own adventure books to be games?
Genuinely, I would say yes. Well, they're not video games because they're not videos, right? They're books. They are games.
Do you think they're games?
I would say that they do qualify as games because you are making choices that do matter, right? Because, you know, depending on the quality of the choose your own adventure book, there could be good evidence to support which path you're supposed to go down for, like, a certain desired result. And then most of them, I feel like, have, like, a one true path that leads from, like, beginning to end of the book, and then a bunch of dead ends that, like, pretty much instantly kill you. So I would define choose your own adventure books as being games. Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I feel like that's the thing that like video game, or that I think that's the thing that like separates a game from just an experience, is the idea of like it needs to either have like meaningful choices or skill expression. You need to have like one or both of those, I think, and then you qualify as a game. So like obviously sports and stuff. Air attorney. I definitely thought he would call Phoenix like air hair.
Is aerodynamic?
Aerodynamic. Oh. How are they going to prove that this is falsified evidence, though?
Pull something out of their ass.
I would love it if the evidence was the fact that like this page clearly does not fit the like physical dimensions of the diary.
It's because Zach is in possession of the actual other page. It just says, "Oh, by the way, I should get some cabbage before I leave. We're running out of cabbage at the house."
A little cabbage never hurt no one.
Oh, that must have been what happened previously. Well, fun. See, now this is now I'm once again now I'm confused, because it's like if this was at the like this genuinely feels like it should have been just the case at the beginning of the game, right? Like imagine if we didn't know that this was falsified evidence, like Phoenix.
Yeah, you know.
Then it would feel like a huge betrayal, and then it's like, oh, now all this other stuff makes sense in context, whereas out of context it just kind of seems random.
By the way, I just want to loop back around to this topic that Zach doesn't want to be on really quickly, but I do want to note we didn't talk about how the shit clock is only 10 years. I can't believe this.
Wow.
Wow.
I exercise. Saba does not police the fucking the stream conversations. I don't want to talk about the shit clock anymore.
I'm just saying it's 10 years from now. That's all. That seems soon.
Okay, you know what?
What would
Fair.
your shit clock be?
Me?
4.
4 seconds? It said it counted in seconds.
Yeah, 4.
4.
So you shat yourself when I muted you.
No, I'm saying yours would be 4. I think that's why you muted. I think it's because you shat yourself.
He was like,
smoke
oh,
screen.
Krakatoa.
Krakatoa.
Do you think Phoenix was set up?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that they falsified a shit clock.
I think they made him shit his pants.
They taped a bunch of zeros to a shit clock.
I didn't finish the video, but I do think it would be kind of interesting if you could commit like political assassinations by just slipping people laxatives.
You're gonna shit
Yeah.
your pant.
I mean, I feel like there's kind of an invisible shit clock over our nominees. We all know there's zeros in there. Like a lot of zeros.
Okay. Yep, it's the guy.
This man's hair is just. I'm
Vile.
surprised his
back.
head hasn't fallen over. Painted. Oh my god.
I mean, so this is like wildly suspicious, right? Like the idea of we present this and immediately Clavier clocks that it's probably falsified information and just so happens to go directly to the guy who claims to have made it, right? So you initiated an investigation and within 5 minutes found the guy. Lovely.
He forged. Doesn't there need to be something there first for someone to forge it? Or is forge just to make it?
Forgery just means that you create something like you create something that falsely presents an alternative reality of what evidence would have been. So all he would need technically is to see the guy's handwriting. Well, his daughter, I guess. All his daughter would need to see is the guy's handwriting and then the edge of the book. That's all he would need.
Okay.
Or she would need, rather, since it's his daughter that actually makes it.
Objection!
This is Zach and me when I mentioned the poop clock again.
It's 5 p.m. Your contract says no overtime.
Holy shit, the dust that came off the guy?
His fucking shoe fell off.
I think both did. That's crazy. I love that. That's a good video, but those people are definitely gonna get spoken to by OSHA.
Objection!
Oh. Okay. Hold on. I gotta go put my dog out. I'll be right back.
You hear that? He's gonna put his dog down on stream.
Oh my god.
Euthanize on stream. That's gotta be in Switch like code.
It's good music. Very chill. Everyone else is muted. Oh man.
We're all putting our dogs down, Saba.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I don't have a dog, so that's why I'm still here. How unfortunate. I can't join in on this group activity.
I'm back.
Oh, are you? After
Yeah.
putting down your dog, I see. Okay.
I did what?
Really,
We're all
I don't
putting
know.
down our dogs except Saba doesn't have a dog.
Is that why you got rid of your cat?
Myself. Oh my
Went to
god, no.
Ireland,
There's like,
sure,
I didn't,
mhm.
I just, we gotta talk about that. Shush, shush, shush.
Is Zach away? Is that why?
Yeah, he's apparently pretty dumb.
He said he was gonna go put down his dog, but my brain said he's putting his dog down.
Okay. Makes sense. I like the music.
Yeah, I commented that and then realized no one else was here. So I was like, oh, okay. Oh, man.
Is Zach?
How did putting your dog down go?
I didn't put him down. I would like to, but the so I go to put him out because he was doing like pee-pee dance type stuff, right? I go out and I forgot that for those of you who weren't aware, this year is the congruence of 2 separate cicada cycles. So there's twice as many cicadas like out here right now. And this place has been so hot that all of the cicadas are at max volume, max frequency. So we go outside and the dog immediately freezes because it's essentially like the entire forest is screaming at him, right? He goes outside, looks at me, looks at the forest, goes back inside. And I'm like, if you pee, that's not my fault.
It's not my problem. Yeah, but he could have added, whatever that special mark is afterwards. Someone could.
I mean, but it's weird, right? Because it's just like, this definitely should have been at the beginning of the game. I don't understand the logic of putting it here, literally halfway through the 4th case at the end of the game.
But Zach, didn't you like not fucking knowing why Phoenix was homeless?
No. It's just like,
You don't like the mystery aspect of it, Zach?
Well, I mean, it was certainly interesting in the sense of it being like the shock of it being like, wow, Phoenix is gone. Like, that's crazy. But, like, I don't know, just for like the story that they were trying to tell, I feel like this ain't it, I guess. Because I don't know, I feel like, because obviously they present Phoenix at the beginning of this game as being like a corrupted individual, right? Because he willfully tricks you into using forged evidence in order to win a case, right? But then now in this context, you get that same, or you get obviously the truth of it, which is that he was set up, right? Which is fair. But then like the little girl who facilitated his downfall, he then adopts as his daughter, and it's like, oh my god, that's the cutest fucking thing I've ever heard. They didn't execute Zach, did they? I always forget if is that the thing in Ace Attorney? Is it always fucking death penalty?
No.
I'm about to say, it's not, right? It's just like life sentence or whatever.
Yeah.
So how did Zach die?
We killed him.
He shrunk and escaped to Mini World.
He has the Minish Cap.
Oh man, Minish Cap is a good game.
That game was pretty okay.
I liked it.
It was good.
I really liked rock feather mobility. And just flipping around the map and jumping. One of the few games where I can just jump without needing a ledge.
I like that his name is Drew.
I don't understand what the... Oh, I just realized. Do you think his name is Drew Misham? Because we've been saying Misham, but Sham as in it's like a fake.
Like a sham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Like a little pirate, like, I drew Misham that day.
Maybe I shouldn't have trusted the guy called Shady. Or his daughter. Your Honor, instead of doing any of that, I'm gonna do this! And he pulls a cord on his coat and explodes.
Your Honor, I will now make myself disappear. Boom! Boom!
What?
What?
Your Honor, wake up.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh.
I'm assuming this
told-
is the magic trick that his daughter does, right?
I told you he shrunk and escaped to miniature world.
No!
Miniature room.
Phoenix down here.
But they said he died? How did they figure out he dies if he was never seen from again?
Well, actually, they said that he was presumed dead. To be fair, they did say that he disappeared 7 years ago, and after 3 years, he was presumed dead.
They thought that he fucking died pulling this stunt. That's funny. He escaped the courtroom and then starved 3 years later.
To shreds, you say?
To shreds, you say. How's his wife? To shreds,
He
you
was
say.
he was killed by a mantis in miniature world.
Stop calling him Miniature World.
That was the official court ruling.
What's wrong with miniature world?
I just hate you saying the full name every time.
You know, like miniature world.
Stop!
Fine, diminutive world.
Diminutive world.
Teeny tiny world.
I feel like a large portion of this could have just been answered if they had actually done the fucking rifling analysis on the second bullet. What about the girl who was left behind?
We may never know what
Hey,
happens.
what
to
the
her.
fuck? Oh, yes, this did happen.
Pardon?
We saw this at the very beginning of the. We saw this at the very beginning of the case, and I'd forgotten completely about it.
This is the matrix that the shrinking canal has to use for you to enter miniature world.
Adrian, I'm going to ban you from the server.
The blue one puts you in regular world, and the orange one.
Oh,
Hi, Phoenix right. Never mind. Honey, I shrunk the attorney.
Who the fuck is he talking to? Is he talking to the player?
He's talking to you, Zach.
Okay.
Oh, Magnemite.
The
Oh yeah,
return.
by the way, I totally forgot you also have a bullshit gimmick. I forgot. I always remember Phoenix's bullshit gimmick just being the fact that he can bluff through his teeth like nobody else can. But yeah, I forgot he has like a magic piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna break
With
through your
this-
psych locks.
With this green thing, I can count to the number 9. Without it, I can only count up to 4.
Well, hold on. Excuse you. Press Q and E to jump between the past and the present? Did I really do a whole thing earlier about how this game doesn't really have gameplay elements only for the game to be like, oh yeah, bet.
Oh yeah,
One
time
game.
travel. Press Q and E. Press Z and C to shrink between miniature and large.
Okay, so God. Lot of stuff.
What happened?
So this is after the mistrial. Why are you? Wait, am I on? Which side am I? You're on the side with the people being arrested.
He's in custody. Yeah.
These plexiglass confine. Actually, now I think about it, isn't plexiglass might be a brand name? Nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor.
Or my Dementor, and there's a ghost just appears.
Sucks out all your
mentor.
happiness.
My dear mentor or my human one.
Oh yeah, we didn't tell you this, but the murder victim was a furry.
The more you know.
He's a deer Sona.
Is this really two separate investigation segments combined into one?
Twice the length. Double the bullshit.
I'm going to explode. And inquiry. What the fuck?
God, leave now.
End his life.
We don't need any more.
We were just there.
Maybe you were, but Apollo wasn't.
I mean, it's like I think it's kind of like a Skywalker effect sort of thing, where like all of these like characters feel like they were in cahoots just to like pin this nonsense on Phoenix, so that way he would get kicked out. Like this feels like fucking Palpatine has returned, i.e., Von Karma has returned and orchestrated all this bullshit for revenge. You know,
Somehow
Von Karma returned. Extra bullet wounds in shoulder.
Nice.
Blackmail. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention this earlier, and I didn't super understand. Is it still murder if the person straight up tells you to shoot them?
Yes.
Is it? Is that not?
Yes.
Is that not assisted suicide?
That's still murder. That's still a crime.
Assisted suicide isn't murder.
Assisted suicide has medical connotations and
I guess
professionalism.
that's true. Well, I mean, like, this guy was dying of cancer. So, like, you know. I'm just saying, I feel like it's a little different. Like, if I, like, I don't know, if I sincerely go to Grant and I'm like, I want you to chop me in half, and then Grant chops me in half, I think my ghost would be pissed if he got arrested.
I think if Grant chopped you in half, I'd be like, "Oh, holy shit, that was nice!" to give him a big high five.
Thanks, man.
Where'd you get that sick katana?
Oh, from one of my Japanese animes.
Wow.
Just like Elon Musk.
The return.
Oh, wow. I remember these.
You said you wanted gameplay. You want gameplay, Zach? Gameplay.
Why can't I save? Why won't it let me save?
They'll tell me their secrets.
Oh, nice. Present Magna Mater. Present
You think-
Magna Mater.
Magnemite.
You think you have magic? Watch this bullshit.
Literal
Yes.
actual spirit magic. All right. Well,
Yes.
for the sake of my own sanity, I think we're gonna call it there for today. I don't know. Does anyone want to talk about anything for the last 10 minutes? Or you want to end 10 minutes early?
We could do a binge of about 100 today's missions.
they're all
Today's
6 seconds long. I guess so.
He has a compilation video of 1 through 136 that's 20 minutes long.
What a fucking weird number. Why not just make it every month?
He has 1 through 30. It's 4 minutes long.
Oh jeez. Sorry, they're still lighting. I wonder if that's what the dog was actually barking at, because they're still lighting fireworks over here. So I wonder if he was barking at the fireworks, freaking out about them.
Here's 1 through 30.
Oh my god.
Today's me.
No!
Did it really? Did it kill your video
Oh my
too?
god.
Yeah, I've never had that happen before.
You're
That was
infringing
interesting.
on my freedom to annoy you.
Yeah. You know what, Adrian? You're super right. Just send it one more time. I'm sorry.
I can't
No,
believe
he's gonna
Zach is
delete it.
infringing
He'll
on my
delete it again.
God-given
No,
right to
do
be
it.
annoying. Without any repercussions whatsoever.
Is that protected by the First Amendment?
Listen, Zach, I don't know if you're American enough to know this, but me being annoying to people with no repercussions whatsoever, and them not being able to do anything about it, is protected by the First Amendment rights.
It's
how that works, Zach.
It's in the Constitution. It's
The
true.
4th of July was 2 days ago, Zach. You should know this.
I should. It's true.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you that back in elementary school, they wanted us to memorize either the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution for 4th of July?
Dude, I had to help a kid in middle school
That's
do that when I was doing like tutoring, and it was like I looked at him, and I was straight up like, I could be able to do this out of middle school.
Like there's a lot of stuff like that I feel like is crazy. Like obviously the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and stuff, like these are all obviously extremely important. But asking like a regular person to memorize these things, I think is obviously pretty
That's
extreme.
weird.
But I was only recently reminded, and by recently I mean on the 3rd, I was reminded of the fact that like the Pledge of Allegiance is a comparatively new thing. Like that was established in the late 80s. You know? That's crazy. That's crazy to me that like this thing that I think of for my entire scholastic career, essentially, like right up until college, the idea of every day you do the Pledge of Allegiance. You know?
USA.
Do you think you could shoot a gun to the tune of USA, USA, USA?
Absolutely, you just need a big enough magazine.
The Windigoon, the YouTube guy who I really enjoy watching, he did a full like breakdown video essay on the long and the short of it. There's apparently this thing within the gun community, well-known thing, that like Springfield Firearms, like the company that manufactures most of the U.S.'s like infantry weaponry, during the Vietnam War, purposefully cut so many corners and indirectly led to the deaths of like dozens and dozens of thousands of like soldiers dying due to like poorly manufactured weapons. The reason I'm bringing this up is not necessarily because the video was like particularly incredible, but it was just the sheer volume of guns this motherfucker owns. Every single gun that he brings up as like an example in the video, he'll be like, yeah, blah, 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 M1 Garand, like this, and he pulls it off screen like it's a fucking cooking video. And I was like, holy shit. how could you obviously I own a lot of like bric-a-brac and bullshit, but like I couldn't imagine owning that many firearms. Oh,
Yeah,
hello,
I mean-
Jesse. I didn't realize you were here. Hello, Jesse. Jesse's in the chat. Everybody say
I did have hammer space in real life, but for guns, he had gun space.
Gun space. Gun space is the hyper-American version of Star Wars. It's
Also,
the sequel. It's the spiritual successor to Starship Troopers. Gun space.
I only just put together why they call it hammer space. Wow, I can't believe I didn't think of that sooner. I should invent more things.
Well,
We're still doing 3 p.m. E tomorrow, Grant?
Yes.
Cool.
I had to think about that. You mean 3 p.m. Z?
It's not Z, it's E.
It's
That's
Z.
not the time
No,
zone.
It's 3 p.m. Z.
How
No, I
many
think it's
how
FT.
many time zones are there? Are there 24 time zones?
Yes, I think
Can
so.
anybody confirm this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there is.
how many time zones are in the world?
Oh, never mind. Well, wait.
You.
Can you, by the way, can you hear my squeaky ass chair?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, I'll stop rocking.
Currently, 38 different local time
What?
zones in use.
That is so
Because
weird.
some, I guess, some are in 30-minute chunks. Like, for example, Australia is split into, like, 30-minute time zones.
Okay,
rather
I mean
than
that's
hour.
not unreasonable then, I guess. Like splitting it into smaller increments of an hour so that way things can be a little bit more consistent. I guess that's fair. Because I mean, like, you have some truly batshit stuff like China being one time zone, the entire thing.
Yes.
Fucking twice as wide as the United States, but yet it only has one time zone. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently
Fucking-
38.
Okay. Well, because the reason I asked was that if there was 24 time zones, you could do that. You could name each one of them after a letter of the alphabet, right?
Because it says, you know, in an ideal world, each time zone would cover 15 degrees of longitude with time difference of 1 hour to adjacent time zones. This would bring the total number of time zones to 24. However, and then, yeah.
However, a bunch of countries decided to do something a little different.
Yeah.
Oh, God. No!
What? I'm just
Delicious.
posting. You don't like
Adrian,
my
you're not
breakfast
allowed to
sack?
post
That's a nice waffle.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's just
Yeah,
breakfast
that looks
It
like
looks
crispy,
crispy.
waffle.
Yeah.
It does
It's
actually
good
look. It
breakfast.
does actually look good.
Just a nice, pleasant breakfast.
God damn. I can't believe
Man, I
that.
gotta
I
go
can't
eat.
believe that my vacation's almost over. I had like a full week off of work, and I felt like it went by, and like it feels like
Holy
it's just
shit.
been a long weekend, essentially, like 4 days instead of 3 or 2.
By the way, you know how they have those like Pompeii, like people encased in like dried ash or whatever?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I found this picture, which I think is r/mildly interesting.
Oh my god.
I feel like this is the equivalent of that, except it's for landlords painting over shit.
Yes,
Oh my god.
that spider.
Why is it not like squished? Is it because it was like spray painted? Or
I think it's because
something?
it's spray painted.
Probably.
Oh my god.
That is kind of funny.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go get something to eat, y'all. You enjoy that spray paint spider, okay?
No.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I just want to mention real quick, I'm about to finish my Baldur's Gate 3 honor run.
Hey,
Oh.
nice.
I did literally every quest in Act 3, and I'm like, I have an XP mod for level 15.
Hell yeah.
Very
Like,
cool.
I
Good
don't like the
job.
level cap, but yeah.
I will confirm that I have officially deleted my portion of the save for Saba's playthrough.
Nice.
Mulo no longer exists, so that playthrough is dead. Thank Christ.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Now they're called Milo. It's true.
What do you mean? I said Mulo.
No. I know. Now it's Milo.
Good night, everybody. I will see 2 of you tomorrow.
Yup.
Goodbye.
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 Good night, Jesse. Good night.